What is up, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Carissa and I am going to be 39 weeks pregnant with a baby girl. Also, I did a little choppy chop of my hair. Yeah, I just posted my what's in my hospital bag video, and a lot of people are requesting a birth plan video, like what my birth plan is. So I figured I would share before I go into labor. Also, I'm filming in a different setting because I am sitting on my ball, my yoga ball. So we are filming like this today. You're sitting in the window, so if you hear the cars, I'm sorry. Disclaimer before I start, everybody is different. What works for me may not work for you. Also, this is just a plan. It may not go like this. I may get in there and I may change my mind, which I don't think I'm going to, because I'm very set on having my birth go this way. So I do have my regular birth plan, and then I have an emergency birth plan just in case if anything goes wrong. If you do plan on writing out your own birth plan, I highly suggest to keep it to one page front and back, because nobody's gonna want to sit there for 20 minutes flipping pages in your birth plan. And yes, the nurses need to follow your birth plan. Your birth plan is there for a reason. It is what you want. It is your body. With that being said, let's just jump right into it. I have my folder, like I showed you guys in my hospital bag video, of my birth plan in it, and I have my birth plan right here. I wrote mine out on just a lined sheet of paper. You can go, my hospital actually has, if you go to their website, they have like a birth plan that you can print out and write on yourself. I'm sure most hospitals have that as well. You can look on Pinterest, on Google, print out a birth plan and write on that if you want, but everybody's birth plan is different. So I just wrote mine out on a lined sheet of paper. It was easier for me that way. I have on here on the front, I have my regular birth plan. I have it in 3 categories: labor, delivery, and after birth. So for my labor, I plan to have a fully unmedicated labor. When I'm laboring, before I am ready to push and ready for her to come out and make her appearance, I plan to labor as long as I can at home before I go to the hospital. I already spoke with my doctor about it and she's completely fine with it. When I do arrive at the hospital, I plan to have a very quiet, calm, low pace room. Dimmed lighting. I don't want 5 million nurses running in and out. 1 or 2 is good until I'm ready to push her out. I have a playlist on my phone started up of some music that I can listen to. I have some YouTube videos that I got ready to watch. I would also like to be as mobile as possible, not hooked to a bunch of machines. That way I can be up walking around. I can use my yoga ball. I can labor in the tub if I want, on the toilet if I want. I can try all sorts of different positions. So anything that is going to restrict me of that, I will not be doing. Like I said, no epidural. I am not getting the epidural. Do not ask me if I want the epidural. The only time we will speak of an epidural is if I ask for an epidural. I also told Ethan that, so Ethan will be my voice if I cannot. I am going to be pushing in other positions rather than just laying on my back. Laying on your back, you're actually pushing against gravity and you can stress the baby out. It's very hard for yourself, and that's usually the reason why you're pushing for so long, because you're not pushing with gravity, you're pushing against it. I will be trying all different sorts of positions. The last thing I have in just my laboring category is just methods that I will be trying just to ease my contractions, ease my mind off of them while I am laboring. Yoga ball, obviously, the peanut ball, which is literally like in the shape of a peanut. Warm shower. I have in here, I would like to labor in the tub if that's possible. Some of the rooms have tubs and some don't, so it really just depends. And then also massages from my partner, which will really just help the contractions. When I'm having those really painful contractions, Ethan will just be there. Moving on to my delivery. Like I said, I want to be pushing in a bunch of different positions, not just on my back. I will not be having coached pushing. So what that means is that when they check me and I'm at 10 centimeters and they're like, okay, you're ready to push, let's go. If I don't feel like I'm ready to push at 10 centimeters, I will not be pushing. I will not be pushing until my body tells me that I am ready to push. Most times you're at 10 centimeters and you're like, okay, just because I'm at 10 centimeters and she's there, I'm gonna push. That means she's ready. But that's not always the case. Pushing when you or baby are not ready can result in stress on you and the baby, her getting stuck. That's why a lot of the times some women are rushed into an emergency C-section because the baby is stuck, but it's just because you weren't ready to push. It's called the quiescence. I could be saying it wrong. I'll put it here. It basically is just the time after you hit the 10 centimeters to just focus and build up your strength and get ready to push. Sometimes it can last up to like an hour. Usually it doesn't. It's about 30 minutes and then you usually get ready to push. Next few things are just pretty simple. I'll be doing delayed cord clamping, which most hospitals nowadays do that anyway. It's now becoming more of a thing. Just has a lot of benefits for you and the baby. Also, Ethan will be cutting the cord. No ifs, ands, or buts. He is cutting the cord. I would like 15 extra minutes to deliver my placenta. Usually once baby is born, they usually push on your stomach and just tug and they pull your placenta out. There's a bunch of different reasons why that's not good for your body and baby. So I would like an extra 15 minutes to try and deliver my placenta on my own. I'm not keeping my placenta. I really wanted to. I thought about it a lot and it's just something that we really don't have the money for, unfortunately. But if you are giving birth and planning on keeping the placenta, I highly recommend it. It's very good for you and baby to keep that placenta, whether you get it encapsulated, whether you eat it, put it in a smoothie, whatever. It's just really nice to keep it. I would like a mirror at the end of my bed so I can watch her be born. I feel that if I have a mirror down there and I'm watching her head, you know, crown and come out, it might encourage me more, you know, build up my strength. Hey, wow, I'm actually doing this. I'm pushing her out. She's coming. It might, you know, just help me during labor to see that I'm actually doing something and I'm progressing. So I will be immediately handed baby. She will come out and she will be immediately handed to me. We will be starting immediate skin to skin. I plan to delay her first bath, and as soon as my skin to skin is up, Ethan will be getting his immediate hour skin to skin as soon as I'm done. So she will be skin to skin for 2 hours, one with me and one with Ethan. The last thing is she will not be leaving the room at all for nothing. She is staying in the room. She is to stay with me at all times. She does not leave the room. Now, after birth, I plan to breastfeed, so we're doing no formula, no bottles. I'm breastfeeding. I would like to see a lactation consultant. If you do plan on breastfeeding, definitely take advantage of having that lactation consultant at the hospital, because once you get home, then if your insurance doesn't cover one, you have to pay for one. Definitely take advantage. Have her come in as much as possible. I will be doing that. No binky. Don't be giving my baby a binky. Like I said before, we are delaying her first bath. We are going to leave the vernix on, which is that white coating when she's born, on for as long as, I'm not sure the exact length of time we're going to leave her vernix on her, but definitely for the first 24 hours, she will not be getting her bath. We are delaying it. The vernix is very good for her skin and has a lot of benefits to it. And like I said, she will be staying in the room. She does not leave the room. She's not going to the nursery. One, mainly because I am breastfeeding, so she's gonna have to be in the room all the time anyway, but she does not go to the nursery. She will be staying with me and Ethan in the room. And when she does go for testing, Ethan will be going with her, and she stays with Ethan at all times. That is my regular birth plan. Like I said, things may change when I am in labor, who knows, but it's really just your mindset. You just have to put your mind to it. Don't listen to anybody. A lot of people are, this is your first baby, you're gonna get the epidural, whatever. You know your body, and if you want to have a fully unmedicated birth, you have a fully unmedicated birth. If you want to get the epidural, you get the epidural. Nothing is wrong with either or. Think positive and just believe in yourself. Our bodies were made to have babies, grow babies, push babies out. So you can do it. That is my regular birth plan. That is the one we will be following. Now, if I do have any complications during my labor, I have an emergency one written out just in case. If I do have any complications, I will be getting a C-section. I don't want no vacuum or forceps, just because that's my preference. I would just rather have a C-section. So if necessary, I will be having a C-section. No separation of baby and Ethan. Ethan will stay with the baby no matter what. I don't care where she goes. He stays with her after she comes out, in case that baby and I need to be separated, which normally they don't separate you and the baby unless something is wrong. So he will be staying with her at all times. The emergency one and my regular birth plan are pretty similar. The baby does not leave the room unless she has testing, and Ethan will be with her for that. Delayed cord clamping again, and Ethan will be cutting the cord. Delayed first bath still, and I will be doing skin to skin as soon as possible. If you have a C-section, sometimes it can take longer for them to hand you the baby. So as soon as possible, we will be starting our skin to skin. And like I said, once I'm done with my hour, Ethan will be getting his skin to skin hour as well. I would like to have a gentle C-section, which basically just means that I want the clear surgical drape in between us, because I would like to see her be born. It's just like having the mirror at the end of the bed. You're just having a C-section, so you can see it with a clear drape. And then after she's born, it's the same exact afterbirth for everything. That is both my natural birth plan and my emergency birth plan. It's very simple. It's not, I don't feel like it's too much. Like I said before, who knows? I could go into the hospital and things could change, but I don't think it's going to change unless we have any complications. Once I have something set in stone, it is set in stone, and we are doing it. Ethan has read over the birth plan and he knows, so in case I can't speak for myself, he is there to speak for me. He is my support system. My mom is also going to be there and she will also be my support system as well, but Ethan is my main support system and he knows exactly what I want and he supports it. Now we are just waiting for her to come. Oh, we have Mossie's been down here in the corner the whole time. I didn't really go into complete detail because you really just have to do your own research on everything. Whatever you want to do, just research it, talk with your doctor, and just learn about it as much as you can before you go into labor. Everybody sees things differently, so if I see something that may benefit me, it may not benefit you, or vice versa. So you just really have to do your research. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button so you can become a part of my family and hopefully meet baby girl very, very soon. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. We can do a little bump update.